This is a painting about the desire to slow time down. It's something I've been thinking a lot about over this past year. I've been in the midst of making artwork and also watching the process of building a house. And on one level, I'm full of anticipation of being able to live in the house and have it completed, but the process has been so joyful that I haven't wanted it to rush. I go out at the end of the day after the workers have finished and explore what they've accomplished that day and just have my walk around my land. I'm thinking, just don't get too fixated on what the next thing is. Just be here right now in this moment. And this painting is really about one of those moments because it was winter and we had just had a snowfall. And I went out and with my phone, my camera, taking pictures, and this beautiful composition was just right there as I looked out to the west of my new home. It's kind of the twilight time, the sun sets behind these hills, and the color was just magnificent, and the simplification of forms in the landscape was stunning because of the snowfall on the fields. So I had this photo and I knew that I was going to want to make a painting of it, and I thought it potentially would be a good candidate for a large piece. So I started out actually with a smaller version, which is on another wall, to do a study for the color and just to see how it was going to work out. Before, it's hard when you're going big, you have to mix up a lot of paint to cover the surface. So you want to make sure you're not just doing this constant trial and error to get the colors you want. You can work through that on a small scale, but then when you're going to a larger scale, you kind of know where you're going. So this was a real meditation. It was about, it's about wanting to slow time down and how the forms in the landscape create this structure. It's really an abstract painting. I mean, it's about a place, but it's shapes, and it's using flatter shapes as a vehicle to move you through space. If it's a landscape, you're automatically in a different narrative, right? You're in a place. And so you do want the viewer who's experiencing the painting to feel like they're there with you in that place. And there's a lot of simplification that comes in this painting with, the edges of the tree forms, instead of becoming a pattern of a texture, it becomes a shape, a value, where it's dark as it's closer to the land and it gets lighter as you move up. And the sky kind of penetrates down through things too. But the part that was really joyful was the color of the landscape, and the colors of this palette were just really so fun. So this was just really a very joyful experience making this painting.